Forget Tera hats, we've got Tera Masks for the DLC. Tons of rumors and much, much more. Let's dive in. Hey guys, it's Dan or A-Drive here, and it's been a while since I've given you guys a rumor or leak update video, but we've got a pretty extensive one today, and I'm just gonna give you an overall general update on the community of what's going on. So, first things first, we've got Riddler Coup posting and kind of talking about PSPV, what's the next, indicating that we could be getting another Paradox form. I think this is related to Paradox Suicune and Paradox Virizion, obviously, which were the two that kind of released earlier this year. So what could be the next one? And a lot of people are speculating maybe it has something to do with Entei, maybe it has something to do with the Latios, like Latios and Latias. Time will tell, and the rumor that we're going to talk about today actually sheds some light on that, so if it has any credence, well, we might just be headed in the right direction. From there, I do think it's worth mentioning that this morning, Nintendo of America did tweet out that there was going to be, or they tweeted out an update for Pikmin 4, saying that it's coming out on 7/21. The reason why this is relevant is because it was trending on Twitter Nintendo Direct, but this is actually showing the opposite of a Nintendo Direct. So it's possible we don't even get a Direct anytime soon, especially if they're announcing this on its own little announcement as opposed to putting it in a big presentation. Before we dive in, I want to thank my friends at Bloodline, Heroes of Lithos, for sponsoring today. I'm happy to say that Bloodline, Heroes of Lithos features some incredible high-octane combat, gacha gameplay, and of course, it looks visually stunning. Right now is the best time to start playing, as Bloodline is giving away tons of rewards all month long to celebrate their 1-year anniversary event. Claim 10 free summons, 3,000 diamonds, and abundant resources. All you have to do is log in daily. Download and try the game for free using my link or scan the QR code on screen. If you guys remember last year, I actually helped create a character in Bloodline, which was super awesome. There's over 1,000 hybrids that feature unique abilities for each gender. You can marry any two bloodlines to create amazing fantasy hybrids with endless potential. The newest bloodlines released on June 1st are the Titan Warriors, who are the enforcers of Olympus, and the Nine-Tailed Vulpins, who feature mysterious powers. Don't miss them. Bloodline features visually stunning 3D graphics and incredibly sleek hybrid designs. There's an incredible late game PvP aspect and plenty of things to do as you build your kingdom and follow a captivating storyline. Download Bloodline, Heroes of Lithos for free today on both iOS and Android devices with the link in the description and the QR code on screen. You can get the anniversary starter pack worth 20 bucks for free by using my link. Also, the first 30 people to leave their in-game account ID and username in the comments will actually receive the legendary female Titan Warrior to carry you in the game. Don't miss out. All right, so let's dive into the rumor here. This was posted by a couple people this morning, and it talks about the Teal Mask and Indigo Disc. The Teal Mask starts with meeting Neela and Lei, two siblings and new friends and rivals from Kitakami, which is going to be the location of the first DLC. Neela and Lei study the legends and folktales of the land and tell you a story of 3 Pokemon who were once the saviors of Kitakami, as she protected the land from malicious Pokemon. So the people throw a festival in honor of the saviors. Ogerpon is first seen as an antagonist Pokemon, of course the Pokemon with the mask, disrupting the festival, but later you come to realize that it originated from Area 0, and it's the reason behind the special terraforms and has a close connection to Terapagos, which is of course the legendary Pokemon that we've seen. As you find the saviors Okidogi, Monkidori, and Pheasantipiti to combat Ogerpon, you gain access to the special terraforms. These special terraforms, which is something that's actually been hinted at by Riddler Coup, which is kind of why I introduced this video with Riddler Coup, the Chinese Riddler, but nonetheless, it has been hinted at there are going to be new terraforms of some sort when we get the DLC. So a lot of people are speculating that it may be a mask instead of the Tera hats, and it may do something different, give some sort of extra bonus. And it seems as though it's going to be tied to a specific species of Pokemon having that specific Tera type, allowing it to have this new Tera form. So it says that this includes the saviors, which of course is the 3 Pokemon we mentioned, Okidogi, Monkidori, Pheasantipiti, Ogerpon, the Paldea starters, of course, Charizard, Pikachu, Greninja, and Decidueye. These are all really popular Pokemon, right? These forms don't change the appearance hardly, but instead of the Tera hats, they're masks. These Pokemon gain access to a name move similar to Tera Blast, but stronger. And it talks about Okidogi is fighting in Poison, Monkidori is fighting in Dark, Pheasantipiti is fighting in Psychic, and they have their mask forms of Grass, Water, and Fire. I found that to be pretty interesting. I was thinking they were all going to be Dark type as opposed to Fighting type, so that's interesting that they kind of flipped it on that. Ogerpon is Fairy and Dark, and it has a Ghost type. Charizard has a dark type, which by the way, Charizard has been portrayed in other forms of Pokemon like media with the dark Tera hat. In fact, I'm pretty sure I saw recently like a new figurine with Charizard with the Tera hat on it, and there's a new TCG card that has Charizard with the dark Tera hat on it. So it's possible that that could be alluding to this new Charizard form, or that was one of the inspirations for this rumor. We always take these with a grain of salt, of course. Pikachu having a fighting Tera type, which has kind of been done with Pikachu Libre. Greninja Poison, Decidueye Steel. So pretty interesting stuff here. From there, it says the Indigo Disc begins. You, Nolly, and Lay sail off to Blueberry Academy and face off against the top students there. Once you encounter Terapagos in its null form, it leads you back to Area 0. So this is the Blueberry Academy aspect of it. Once there, you face off against new Paradox Pokemon and restore Terapagos to its true form. So we've got the little baby turtle, we've got the Terapagos. We're not really quite positive on the relationship there. This is indicating that Terapagos is actually Dragon and Rock type once it's restored. Its ability is broken and is similar to how Arceus used Judgment in Legends. So if you guys remember in Pokemon Legends Arceus, when Arceus attacked you with Judgment, it would like change type or whatever, hit you super effectively. So it's possible that Terapagos has some sort of multi-type option where when it fires off an attack, it's going to be representative of whatever's the best in that situation. It would be even crazier if it like hit 4 times weaknesses and stuff. After the story ends, Blueberry Academy ends up being a battle facility similar to the battle tree in Ultra Sun and Moon, where you can team up and battle against other trainers from Paldea and other regions. Now, I 100% believe that that's very likely that that part's gonna happen. It's gonna turn into kind of the post-game of it. Recently, Pokemon sent out an email that was like, hey, don't forget to explore the Paldea region. There's so much to do after you beat the game, like Terra raids. And that was it. I thought that was funny on my timeline. So then it goes on to talk about the different paradoxes that are going to be coming for Scarlet and Violet, which I find interesting. And it seems like they're all kind of based off of ones that already exist. So Terror Wing is a flying and rock Delibird. So instead of it being the future form, these are the past forms, the Scarlet forms. Giga Grapple is dark and fighting Hariyama. Venom Fangs is dragon and poison Hydreigon. Atomic Drake is fire and dark Tyranitar. And Jaded Paladin is psychic and steel, inspired by Gardevoir and Gallade. The Violet paradoxes are Iron Banshee, which is normal electric Jigglypuff, Iron Fungus, poison and ghost Amoonguss, Iron Spirit, ghost and flying Mischievous, Iron Magnets, steel rock Magneton, and Iron Meteor, flying and fire Salamence. It then goes on to say that there's no Megas, no more Regionals, and no more Convergent forms. So what I take from this list is a couple things. The first observation that I have is if I was making a fake list, I'd probably come up with paradoxes that weren't based on ones that already exist. Just a thought on my end. So to me, that gives a little bit more credence to this idea. But I find it fascinating and I find it very interesting. And I think that some of these could actually be really cool. The paradox forms are some of my favorite. I feel like they've kind of taken, in many ways, the place of Megas. And I really like Megas, but I think that the paradox forms are very cool, and they've been fun to watch and competitive and stuff. So I hope that they add new paradox forms. I think it's very likely that they do. And I do hope that they add some sort of a post-game with this Blueberry Academy. It's still a little unsure of when this DLC is all happening. It's all kind of slated for the end of the year, but we really haven't had a lot of guidance. So as we head into June here, and then obviously into the summer months, I'm sure we're gonna get some sort of an update, but it's been a little quiet lately. So hang tight, guys, and hopefully we'll get some news soon. It was nice to hang out with you guys on a video and update you all, so thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you guys are new, and let me know your thoughts on the latest rumor in the comment section below. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.